Hi, my name is John Festinger, and this is the video blog for News of the Week, November 12, 2014, in association with the Video Game Law course at the University of British Columbia's Faculty of Law. This week it's somewhat appropriate that I'm wearing a hoodie given the subjects that we are going to be dealing with. I'm going to take you through a short magical mystery tour through a couple of articles that appeared in News of the Week over the past couple of months that relate to each other. We're going to start with this week's News of the Week, November 12, item 3. Research: no correlation between violent media consumption and societal violence. And this is an article about a study done by Professor Christopher Ferguson that shows exactly that. There being no correlation between violent media consumption and societal violence. And obviously, if there's no correlation, begs the question of how there could be causation between violent video games and violent actions and societal violence. So this research should really come as no surprise, because it essentially echoes the work done by Professor Steven Pinker of Harvard and published, at least for popular consumption, in the book The Better Angels of Our Nature. And that book traces the decrease of violence in human societies over the ages and tries to give some reasoned analysis as to why that might be. So in light of that piece of the puzzle, it's interesting, amusing, and disappointing to have stories like the one that appeared in News of the Week, November 5, 2014. It was the third story under item 4. Anti-game researchers used to vilify #Gamergate supporters. And well worth reading the story. And what you will find is reference to a Mother Jones piece which seems to use video game research that has been pretty significantly questioned by academics over the last several years to suggest that gamergaters are the products of the violent video games they play. Now, whatever you may think of gamergaters, and I've certainly had my doubts, which I've expressed in a number of forums, including this course, and certainly those who perpetuated very dastardly acts, I don't think there's any question about. But even those who in any way support them or suggest that their support is benign or suggest that it's really about games journalism, I think are validly open to question, academically and otherwise. But this piece uses the appeal to certain groups of saying that video games cause violence to vilify gamergaters, and that may not be right. So what other possible explanation might there be for those gamergaters that do act really horribly, and that may not be all of them, or it may be that all of them do support on some level that sort of activity, or they would have left the Gamergate movement. All of these things are hotly contested and are not the topic for today. But if you're focusing on, if it isn't violent video games, which many people play, including many of the people who've been victimized by those who have taken very misogynistic and hateful steps, then what is the explanation? And I'll refer you to an item that appeared in News of the Week on October 1st, 2014. It was item 13, and the headline from Psychology Today: Internet trolls are narcissists, psychopaths, and sadists. A new study shows that internet trolls really are terrible human beings. And this appears to be very good and very solid research. And I'll let you read the study for yourself. It's obviously there. And those who have taken truly antisocial acts as part of what they see as the Gamergate movement, this may be a way better explanation and way better and way more grounded in legitimate academic research than the notion that because they were playing violent games, these individuals have become violent gamergaters. So I'll leave it at that for now. This is obviously a big topic and fraught with many different perspectives, not all of which are valid. I will point that out. So see you next week, and thank you for joining me today.